I'm Global Val. You're listening to Mutiny Radio.fm here in San Francisco. And it is Friday, April 10th. And today's show is about Earth Day and greenwashing and the water crisis in California and beyond, really. But I'm very happy to have a panel of fantastic guests here. MonaLisa Wallace, Esquire. She'll be kind of introducing our panel today a little bit further. But we also have Cassandra, Jabola, and Jennifer Benorden, who are the filmmakers, producers of the movie Holy Crap. They're going to be talking about that film and what they're doing with it now. And also Shirin Hashem, who is a founder of Sustainable Fashion Week and is going to be producing the Eco Fashion Show at Earth Day San Francisco this year, which will be Saturday, April 18th, happening on 22nd Street between Mission and Valencia. All day long, I believe, 11 a.m. or 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Is it all day long, MonaLisa?
It's going to go all day long, and it's going to be a street festival. We're really excited. In the Mission, the heart of the Mission.
That's such a great thing to be able to bring into our neighborhood here as we are in the Mission District. So MonaLisa, let us know what's going on here. You're one of the members of, you've been putting on Earth Day celebrations for a number of years now, and we're focusing on some of the major issues that are surrounding this year's Earth Day in particular. What's going on?
Well, we always like to talk about the greenwashing issues and all that, but I suppose that one thing to remember is that it was the first Earth Day in April 22 in 1970 when there was a huge, massive spike in corporations advertising how green they are and then creating green policies and trying to actually portray themselves as green. And that's when maybe, I don't know, it was the mid-'80s when the term greenwashing came out, because a hotel was saying, oh, save the environment, save water by not using towels. Well, then this company's advertising to do that because they were going to save money, but then they were making no other initiatives to save water or the environment at all. It was just advertising. So people started really paying attention to that and holding corporations responsible more and more. And that's why the term greenwashing started with the towels, but it's really expanded into very complex ways that can be really hard to understand when you have discussions about labeled GMO or not, the ability to know what's in our food, and so things that are called organic, what does that mean? So we have a lot to talk about every Earth Day, and it's really a moving target to understand what is needed to change to save the entire planet and the entire population. All of the flora and fauna on our entire planet is at risk. What we have here in California is a huge, huge, massive drought. It's estimated we're going to run out of water possibly this year. And when you look online and you hear about what it is we can do to save water, we're not getting the right information. We're absolutely not. Governor Jerry Brown actually even recently declared a drought emergency in California.
Which is interesting because he also refuses to put a moratorium on fracking, which uses millions and millions of gallons of water and chemicals shot into the ground to hydraulically fracture the shale beds to extract fossil fuels. So that is, we're looking at these bigger uses of water, not just, maybe a 10-minute shower as opposed to a 20-minute shower, right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, isn't it? That if we're going to put if we're going to put Governor Jerry Brown to task to actually do something about the water supply, then why is the state of California telling Californians, if you want to save water, well, take shorter showers? Personal use is only 4% of our water use. 80% of it is for agriculture. 80% of it is for agriculture. Now, actually, a film just came out exposing, called Cowspiracy, exposing that we are using massive amounts of water, wasting massive amounts of water just to grow alfalfa that's shipped all the way to China to feed dairy cows in China. So we have a drought here, and we're wasting our water to do that. Cassandra, don't you know a little bit about that film?
Yes, Cowspiracy, the sustainability secret, actually reveals that livestock is the leading cause of deforestation, water consumption, and pollution. And that's despite many environmental organizations' relative silence on the issue. So basically big agriculture is not facing the restrictions that everyone else is, even though, they are consuming 80% of California's water. And just some interesting things that this film revealed are the fact that, for example, you were just talking about fracking. Fracking uses about 100 billion gallons of water every year, which is huge, but animal agriculture uses an excess of 34 trillion gallons. So it's magnitudes greater. And in fact, it takes 660 gallons of water just to produce 1/4 pound hamburger. So people should think about that the next time they go to McDonald's.
Could you say that again? How many gallons?
660 gallons of water to produce a 1/4 pound hamburger.
Hello, vegetarians.
I know, right?
Well, you don't really have to be a vegetarian. Jenny, we love our meatless Mondays. The vegan Monday parties we'll have, and just one day, just skipping one day a week.
Right, it does. It makes those inroads into it. There's the Factory Farm Awareness Coalition over in the East Bay, and they have a lot of great numbers and data about what big agriculture contributes to climate change, and environmental degradation. And I had Katie Cantrell as the founder over there. She was my guest a few months back, actually, because she was a speaker at last year's Earth Day.
That's right.
So you're talking about cowspiracy, but you also have a movie where we talk about to Cassandra and to Jennifer about holy crap. Holy crap! What's that about?
Holy Crap is a film that I made back in 2010. It's a film about composting toilets in Haiti. There's an organization there called SOIL, Sustainable Organic Integrated Livelihoods, and they began innovating this technology there back in 2004, actually. And so they were doing a lot of experimental toilets and trying to figure out if there was a way to actually reclaim human waste and help to basically energize agriculture throughout Haiti. And that is exactly what they've done. In the last decade, since a little more than a decade now, since SOIL was founded in Haiti, they've been able to expand tremendously throughout Port-au-Prince and throughout the north of Haiti. And so they're actually doing that. They have an entire staff of almost 100 Haitian people that are implementing this process and salvaging human waste and creating viable fertilizer, creating jobs, and not requiring one single drop of water in order to do this process.
And this is so, and I think that really points to using our resources in these situations of dire necessity, right? Because in Haiti, especially, I mean, it's such an impoverished place, but especially after the earthquake a few years ago, it's kind of scary because it kind of generally it's like kind of a compass a little bit. It's kind of just kind of wavering back and forth, pointing to what we might see ahead for California, which I think for most people it's completely unheard of to even imagine not having enough water. And if we're, what is it? The necessity is the mother of all invention, right? So holy crap! This is what's working. This is what people have worked out to do.
Well, the thing that's so wonderful about the process in Haiti is that, it doesn't require resources really to do other than some manpower and a little bit of carpentry, but it creates a resource. So it not only saves a resource, but it's also creating a resource. It's creating soil. And there's really no reason whatsoever that we can't be doing that here in California. In my view, it would make all kinds of sense to completely eliminate flush toilets, particularly in public areas, where the governor, the state itself could implement composting toilets. They could go to Haiti and learn from SOIL and figure out how they're doing it. There's no reason why, and we would be saving, let's see, it looks like, if I calculated correctly, we have 38 million people living in the state of California. If everyone is flushing their toilet 5 times a day, or let's see, 4 times a day is what I figured, and if those toilets are 5 gallon of flush, which most toilets are, then that means that we are flushing 190 million gallons of water on every single day. So that's a really great incentive right there, in my thinking.